Patrick Stokely. It was all about doing a basement apartment so family could move back.
They came in there and destroyed the whole basement. This is our disaster, Mr. Holmes.
Live wires, sewage backup. Very freaking sloppy. Right now, your home is sick, and I'm gonna fix your home.
We have been dealing with a renovation that was supposed to be a 3-month job, turned into a 4-year nightmare.
4 years?
The addition of our house was caving in. We had to scrap our internal stairs and have it outside.
That's your only route to get down to the basement.
Yep.
So many examples of shoddy workmanship.
Let's put a set of stairs to the basement and a new set of stairs to upstairs. How's that?
I'm gonna start crying. It means a lot to us, knowing that your family is coming in to help us.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
I'm Mike Holmes, and I've been making it right for homeowners for 20 years. I'm teaming up with my son, Michael, who can build anything, and my daughter, Sherry, who's highly skilled and has an eye for design. Together, we're going to rescue families who have been scammed by bad contractors and crappy workmanship. This is Holmes Family Rescue. We are at Sarah and Matt's, a nice couple, ripping apart this old home. The contractor that's been here for 4 years did not know what he was doing. The front of the house looks like it has never been touched.
Demoing this, lath and plaster, that's gonna be a mess.
Let's get dirty.
The key to making this house work is making sure that we incorporate a set of stairs on the interior to go down to the basement.
Peekaboo. Oh, Sammy, good to see you. Pretty dusty over here. Yeah.
The only way we can add a set of stairs to the interior is to gut this main floor.
It looks like we got some more asbestos in here, Michael. Oh, yeah.
At the age of the home, we were expecting to find asbestos wrapped around the ductwork, which is what we found.
We already tested for asbestos in the plaster. It came back negative. This is a minor remediation, but a remediation nonetheless. Yeah, have to make it safe.
That's it. We can safely work around this asbestos as long as we don't touch it or disturb it. So we're going to be extra careful removing the lath and plaster around this truck. And we will bring a remediation crew in to deal with it. This is a small space. It's long and narrow.
Beautiful. Hello, open concept, baby.
Once we open it up, it's going to work perfectly for Matt and Sarah. We are reimagining Sarah and Matt's entire main floor to create a more functional future for their growing family. With all the walls down, we'll restructure the staircase to accommodate a second set of stairs to the basement, finally providing them with the internal access to their laundry and all that unused square footage. We'll shift the living room to the newly open space, creating a bright, entertaining zone, anchored around a modern fireplace with custom-built storage. The dining room will find its home on the other side of the stairs, right next to the updated kitchen, with all new custom millwork, quartz countertops, and top-of-the-line appliances. Finally, off the back of the kitchen, Sarah and Matt will get the main floor powder room that they've always wanted, providing function and flair to this long-overdue main floor overhaul.
And this looks way better. Now you can see from the front of the door right to the back of the house. Now the only thing left is this set of stairs.
Now, before we deal with the stairs, we have to get our remediation team in to deal with this asbestos.
All in a day's work? Something like that.
Today, I'm heading back to Patrick and Stokely's suburban basement job. Patrick, Stokely, and their mother combined their resources to buy this house so they could support each other. And with extra space, they opened their doors to additional family like their brother Mike, who needed a place to stay. So they hired a contractor to turn their unfinished basement into a 2-bedroom apartment. You got drawings, you got permits.
Yes, just didn't have the correct person.
The contractor took their money and left their basement in shambles. So we tore it all out and started from scratch. With proper framing, all the electrical roughed in, and all the plumbing roughed in, now everything is clean. But we still have a long way to go to get this basement apartment in shape and back in the hands of this family. So we're back at it today with structural repairs. When we first walked in at the front of the house, you saw the egress window. The lintel was installed from the outside. The lintel is backwards. It is like putting your underwear over your jeans. Ooh, we never do that. We are going to pull out that concrete section and do it properly. We'll install 2 lintels in the center and block it back into where they should have done it to hold the existing structure up. Rob, this is what happens when you bring in the wrong people to do concrete work.
Yeah, for sure. With this bend on the outside, it's not carrying any load. It also becomes a water issue when you have it on the other side. Water finds the path of least resistance. So water over time in heavy storms would travel down and then hit the lip of the angle iron that's on the outside, and water eventually would come into the basement. That's why it's important to have them doubled up and waterproofed on the top. So if water ever does come in, it has a place to get out.
You're making it right, and I like that. Once the lintel is put in place, now what we're doing is block on the outside, block on the inside, parge it all in, and it'll hold structure again. Simple.
While we continue to fix the mistakes of the former contractor, we're well on our way with a plan to transform Patrick and Stokely's basement into a self-sufficient 2-bedroom apartment. The exterior entrance is met with easy access, custom-built storage, and the first spacious bedroom. With privacy in mind, the second bedroom can be found at the other end of the basement with a large walk-in closet. The shared space between will house the utility and the storage rooms. While across the hall, we'll create a small office and roomy bathroom, complete with a double vanity and glassed-in shower. As an additional opportunity for independence, the heart of this apartment centers on an L-shaped eat-in kitchen and cozy lounge area. Brimming with an entire house worth of function, this basement suite is ready to provide comfort for family over the years to come.
Are we ready to install a new piece of glass?
Our window expert, Dom, is here today because we're going to be replacing all of the glass from all of the windows in the basement because the previous contractor installed plate glass windows which will not pass code.
We're changing this annealed standard plate glass into safety tempered glass. This glass, if we're to crack right now, break, it's dangerous, very sharp edges, anyone can easily get cut. Also, it's an emergency window, which means one day it could be used as an exit point. And when you're panicking, you don't want the glass to shatter on you.
So you want to make sure you're going to be safe?
Yes.
Can you do this for every window? Just take the glass and replace it instead of take out the entirety of the window?
That's an option that many people don't know about. A lot of times the window's in great shape, the glass fails, or for issues like this, they install the wrong glass. In this case, we're taking this one out. There's a new replacement glass right there. Tempered, insulated glass with better energy values. So when that breaks, it'll break into a spider web of pieces. They'll stick together.
Instead of the shards that are potentially really dangerous.
It's an easy job, actually. We're going to be replacing what we call a glazing stop. Separate the stop from the actual sash frame. Look how easy it came out. Thank you. All done.
Oh,
and it works.
Opens.
Now you have energy-efficient glass, safety glass.
And it's done so quickly.
And it was done quickly.
I love it. Thank
Perfect.
you.
Oh, you're welcome.
I know it's safe.
It's safe now.
Hey, Sammy. Bathroom's looking good.
Look better if the waterproofing was done.
All
Can you
right.
give me a hint?
Yeah, no problem.
All right. So with this system, we're gonna put a pan, we're gonna put a curb to stop even more water. We have a waterproofing band that's gonna cover all the screws. We're gonna basically be waterproof before tile.
Which is the most important part. You don't mess with water.
This one's ready for this wall if you wanna throw that on.
Yeah, sure. It fits. There is not a chance that the previous builder would have come in here and done all of this work the proper way in order to waterproof this bathroom. They wouldn't have even had gotten to this point, let's be honest.
Perfect.
Waterproofing this bathroom is really key to the renovation. We don't want to put all of this work in and then have water damage it later on, so it's worth the extra effort, worth the products.
Definitely a process, but I can see why
It's so important to do.
at the end of the day, it's peace of mind.
You know this bathroom's not going anywhere. All right, looks good. What do you think?
Good to me.
Lunch?
Let's do it.
All right, I'm hungry.
Yep. Good work.
While Sherry has things under control at Patrick and Stokely's, it's a whirlwind of activity downtown at Sarah and Matt's.
There's been a ton happening here. Now it's time to remove this asbestos safely and properly. The first step of all this is to create that negative air pressure in the house where they're removing the asbestos. Next, they're gonna spray it all down to make sure the fibers don't get into the air as much as possible. Then they remove it, bag it, and dispose of it where it's safe to dispose of asbestos. Now it's time to rip these stairs out for real.
Oh, that was easy. Step 1 complete.
Actually, step 1, 2, 3.
Oh, good. He's good.
The whole motivation behind this renovation is to give this family access to the basement.
Can you guys hold this like this? There we go.
This has to be usable space, and they don't want to have to access it from outside.
Beautiful.
We have gutted everything and cleaned it up. Now we have to restructure for the new stair openings, get the LVLs in there, get the point loads in there. We got a lot of work to do. But an issue has come up after preparing for the new stair opening down to the basement. That's very out of square. Yep. The intention was to use the existing stair opening here, transfer down, but we are out of square now. If we don't square everything up now, it's going to affect our flooring, our trim work, our cabinetry, and our stairs won't sit snugly against the exterior wall, which is a must. And here we are. We want everything plumb, we want everything square, but what we're starting with isn't plumb or square.
We have to solve that problem.
Here we are. We want everything plumb, we want everything square, but what we're starting with isn't plumb or square.
We have to solve that problem.
You can fix it.
Yeah.
It's just gonna take a little bit of work.
That's it. So in order for the stairs to sit flush with the exterior wall,
Everybody clear down below?
we have to steal some space from the hall and bedroom closets upstairs. Not what we intended to do, but necessary to ensure that the structural walls stay square. With the walls and closets removed, it's time to add our structural supports for the staircase using engineered LVLs.
Can you come down at all? That doesn't gain us anything.
LVLs aren't cheap. These are engineered pieces of lumber. They are glued and laminated and pressed together to be structurally strong enough to pick up the support for any opening that you're doing.
We could arguably lose an inch.
If you cut them too short, it's wasted material. Sometimes we measure twice, we cut once. Sometimes we cut once.
Slight adjustment, 5/9er.
Maybe twice.
Yeah, I think we're gonna need a bit of a fire cut.
Maybe third time's the charm.
Look, the reality is, it doesn't always happen in one, but as long as we're not calling for more lumber, we need to rent out, get more LVLs, that's the main thing. Ready? Yeah, go ahead. Oh, yeah. Oh, Sammy, you've been working out.
With the supports for our new staircases in place, it's time to tackle the other structural issues in the ceiling. There's a huge dip in the floor upstairs. We need to pick that up, re-support that so it doesn't sag anymore over time. Tyler and I have to sister every single one of these floor joists. That means attaching all these new pieces of wood to level those floor joists.
Before we go any further, we've got to tackle this problem. Now, they cut out so much of this floor joist in order to run this plumbing, and not only did they do that wrong, they also did the plumbing wrong. This was our area of the leak in the kitchen.
That is the type of trap that should be under a sink so you can access it if it gets clogged.
In other words, it's got to be glued directly, no mechanical tightening.
I'll start cutting this out, and then we'll be able to get a new piece in there.
Yeah.
You always want to be cautious when removing old plumbing. What happens if that plumbing isn't sloped properly? Water just sits in that pipe, and whatever other particles that are in there, maybe tip that the wrong way, somebody suffers.
Oh, dude, I'm so sorry.
What did I ever do to you?
I'm so sorry, dude.
Oh, it stinks. Oh.
Now that we've restructured the first floor, the second floor, cut open the stairs to the basement and all the studding, I want to bring in Matt and Sarah to take a look. Good morning, Matt.
Mike.
After 4 years with dealing with the other contractor, I think it's going to bring them to the next level that, wow, we're actually dealing with professionals. Sarah is not here.
She's on a work trip right now. She's really disappointed she can't be here.
Well, I get that because I travel an awful lot, too. I just want you to see what we've done so far with the gut, what we found, what we've had to do to fix structure, and give you a vision of what we're doing.
Yeah.
Come on in, we'll go take a look.
Sure, thanks. Sarah's on a business trip in Copenhagen. I'm going in alone with Mike today. I'm feeling pretty nervous, so we'll see what happens.
First impression.
Like, this I don't know what to say.
Thank you. First impression.
This, I don't know what to say.
After 4 years with dealing with the other contractor, he's nervous.
Yeah, this is, it's a lot more than I expected. This is crazy. Wow, this is exciting.
Everything was gutted. The asbestos wrapper on the ductwork. We had to bring in the abatement company to remove it, to bring it to the proper fill site.
Not great to hear, but...
It'd be way worse if it was in the plaster.
Wow, okay.
It's removed. So
Great.
we'll walk in. You now see with the layout of the stairs that the stairs can go to the basement from
Yes.
here. Here it's gonna go upstairs and swing around.
I can see how this is gonna be a big difference for me and Sarah, like...
Well, you don't have to walk outside to go downstairs.
Yeah, Mike has done more in 2 weeks than 2 years of work by my last contractor. I'm honestly really excited now.
When you take a look here, your entire staircase was 6 inches out of square to the rest of the house. We want everything level, everything true. We had to drop the walls.
Yeah.
And we had to do that to square everything because that's what we want. We couldn't leave it. We just can't do that.
Sure. I mean, that's the difference between maybe you and the last guy. That you're not gonna leave something.
We get the permits, here's the engineering, they stamp them, we do the work.
Mike really walked me through everything that they've done so far, which was really exciting, whereas I found in the past, like, people were kind of just walking me past stuff, like, oh, we did this, don't look too closely at it. It's great to see it and have a good idea of what's going on.
You want to call Sarah?
Oh, yeah, if we can.
I think she'd like to see him.
Oh, yeah.
Hi.
Hey, look at this.
Gosh, guys.
It's nice, isn't it?
I can't even believe what I'm looking at. Like, I definitely knew it was going to be awesome, but I really wasn't expecting this. Like, this is amazing. I'm crying in the streets of Copenhagen over here.
I'm glad you like it.
This means so much to us and our family, and, like, I'm just really excited to go home and see it.
I think you're going to love it. So until then, enjoy Copenhagen.
I will. I will.
We'll see you soon.
From progress in the city to action in the suburbs, things are moving fast at Patrick and Stokely's family home. As drywall goes up and flooring begins.
Hey, Troy, you want to come give me a hand with this poly?
Sure, man.
Today we're laying vinyl flooring in the basement. Now this is a great option. It's very durable, it looks like hardwood, but it deals with moisture and water a lot better than hardwood will. We have a nice overlap here. That way we make sure there is no concrete to vinyl flooring touching. It's got the cork underside to it, so it's got that thermal break. This will be nice and warm. My wife gets so mad when I use my hand as a hammer.
What else are you supposed to use?
That's what I said. I'm like, it's not like they make tools for that purpose.
No,
honey.
I've never seen it.
Why would I use a hammer when my fist is a hammer? Doesn't make sense. This will be so nice, too, having this floor run right into the middle of the doorway, so when the door's closed, there's only vinyl on this side and carpet on that side in the bedroom.
Yeah, I think that'll be the cleanest look for sure.
This floor is looking incredible. And even better, it's coming together quickly. 2 more full rows, 1 cut at the door, then a rip row, and we're done.
Things are really moving along here at Patrick and Stokely's. Once our cabinetry comes in and our kitchen starts to be installed, it's a turning point in our renovation.
This is a great stage for the basement to be at. In a basement apartment, it is really hard to hide bulkheads.
Especially that bulkhead. When Dad and I first walked through here, we knew there was a lot of head clearance issues. We had a lot of HVAC all over the place, and we had to find creative ways to hide it.
Anytime we can hide mechanical with cabinetry, we always do. We do things like this, which is create a false top to this cabinet, put a nice beefy header there, rather than a drywall bulkhead.
It makes that area useful instead of just an ugly eyesore.
Exactly.
Now that the cabinets are in, it's time to start laying tile in the shower. I've already made a mess.
We've gone with the mosaic in the shower pan, and we're using a large format tile on the walls. So Sherry's gonna back butter these tiles. I'm going to trowel the 1/2-inch mortar onto the walls so we can make sure the tiles are plumb, nice and clean. Patrick and Stokely live with their mom.
Yes, they do.
Could you imagine a world where we live with Dad again?
No.
Oh, you're sleeping in again, eh? That is 5 a.m. Yeah, well, I was up since 4.
Okay, Dad, cool, man. Hold on. I'm not quite there yet.
Oh, see, you're talking too much.
This is what Dad would say. See, you're Dad. You're talking to work, Michael. We need to get to work.
You gotta concentrate.
It's not so much about life. It's about work.
Is he still here? Watch him just walk in. Like,
Is that what you think of me? What's your Mike Holmes impression like?
I am not very good at voices.
Yeah, just do the face. Yep, that's good.
While the finishes are flying at Patrick and Stokely's, my dad and I are headed back to the city staircase job to discuss the new layout with Kim.
Hi, my favorite people.
Kim.
What's going on here? This is so exciting. Okay, hug me first.
I love Kimberly. She brings a certain energy.
Wait a minute. Where are we right now?
We're in Matt and Sarah's house.
It looks completely different than the last time I was here. I'm a little bit confused. I need to get my bearings. There's no wall here anymore. It looks completely different than the last time I was here. I'm a little bit confused. I need to get my bearings. There's no wall here anymore. Does that mean I can keep it off?
We're in the mix of that. We had a big discussion.
This would be super cool if you guys could open this up.
We're trying to. As amazing and as open concept as the house looks today, it's never going to look this open moving forward because we're missing a key component, the stairs. We have a choice of either closing those stairs off with a wall or having the stairs open with railings.
It's going to be a matter of cost. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
So kitchen, tell me about the kitchen.
Okay, so peninsula, counter stools.
Yep.
Dining table, big, beautiful. Then we're gonna have dishwasher, sink.
Our plumbing's right here. It makes sense.
Yeah, then we're gonna wrap around, and then we're gonna do our stove here instead of there.
Better.
I do not like a stove right there. We're gonna do the fridge there.
Okay, I'm okay with this. You got to draw it up so I can see it.
Yeah, I
right
will.
now, I'm good with the layout.
Can we talk about the fireplace for a minute?
Sure.
Because this is a biggie for me.
Sure.
Okay, this is our new family room, and we're gonna reinstate a fireplace here.
We're going to go electric, right?
We're gonna go electric. And then I wanna do some sort of millwork on either side, but I wanna do something a little bit different. My whole inspiration for this house is like arches.
Okay. Arches.
I wanna do arched drywall, and I wanna just make lowers that are good for the record player.
Are these our only two arches?
No, so I have a big, beautiful arch in the coffee station on the other side. I hope to God you let me do that, because that is like everything to me. If you say no, I'm gonna be broken.
No, I'm going to have to agree with that.
Yeah, you like that?
See how he started with no?
But he always has to start with no.
It's going to help give this place some character, so let's see what you draw up.
No, it's a yes.
What Kim wants, Kim gets. So while Sam works out the base framing for the fireplace, Tyler and I are going to dive straight into the first step of building these arches.
We've got our two pieces of plywood on the floor here. They're nailed together, so at least once we cut out the perimeter of one, it is the same size. Yeah. To execute these arches properly, it takes a lot of math, a lot of patience, and a lot of attention to detail. So I'll go 30 if you want to mark on the one, 3.5. We snap some chalk lines. We just go right to this edge.
And it should line up on all three of our chalk lines.
There we go.
That worked out perfectly.
Let's get cutting. Make sure our measurements are spot on. Right about there.
Yeah.
I mean, this is gonna look beautiful. However, we gotta rip down the studs, set this in so it's all flush with drywall. This is a process.
It's a new day at Patrick and Stokely's multi-gen home. We're looking really good here. Trim's going on, kitchen's pretty much done, and we're cladding both the TV wall and the bench nook,
which add a nice architectural detail, giving this basement space a little bit more class. We're using a textured poplar piece of wood to give both the TV wall and the bench wall a little bit more character. So we're going to glue the backs of each piece. We're going to nail the tongue, as well as one side of the face.
I always love when we get to this point of a renovation because you get to see everything come together. We're starting to add the personality into the space, and doing the poplar board is really nice as well.
Yeah, it's beautiful trim work. Once we paint that black, that is going to pop.
And this is where it gets really fun. We're capping the kitchen off with a light quartz countertop and backsplash, and bringing life to the walls with a rich toffee color that picks up on the warm tones running throughout the basement.
This house is really, really starting to come together. I'm so excited. Bathroom looks great.
And with our tiles now set, we can close in the shower with our glass walls and door.
We're just gonna unrack the glass?
Yeah.
And then slide it out?
Yeah.
I'm afraid to touch it, I'm gonna be honest.
The important thing is just make sure when you hit something with it, you shatter it.
I don't even want to joke about it. Why do I have to always lift this stuff?
I think, honestly, because it's kind of fun to watch. For me.
I am not walking backwards down the stairs.
I'm gonna have to go over.
If you fall, don't let go.
If I fall, you gotta hold on to the glass and keep me steady.
Oh, no, I'm letting you go. I'm so nervous.
Look at that.
Hey, you just set it on the blanket in the hallway.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and we're ready for the first piece of glass.
Will came here already, pre-measured the glass, so it should fit nicely, but we still have to do a test fit before we silicone. All right, Will, I'll come to you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
If
watch.
you bring it over here, perfect.
Oh,
Yay!
perfect fit.
Okay.
We'll put our little plastic blocks in, set the glass on top. So these spacers will be siliconed in.
Yes.
And there'll be that
trim them?
structural support. Yeah. Sometimes in order to position this glass properly, you have to give it a little bit of encouragement.
I think this part's worse than even carrying the glass in. Will was kicking it. Are you not scared about kicking that?
Not at all.
Well, I'm having a mild heart attack.
We have to make sure that it'll actually come in without hitting the other glass.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Beauty.
It didn't break. The only thing that did shatter, maybe my nerves. So are we good? I don't need to be here anymore? No more glass for me?
No, we don't need to hit it anymore. We're just gonna glue it in and be done.
Okay, good. I feel better. Thank you.
The kids may have avoided disaster in the suburbs, but I couldn't avoid downtown traffic on my way to Sarah and Matt's. With the framing in place and arches installed, I want to see how the utilities are coming together with the new layout. Oh, see, this is what I like. Create the round cabinets that look really good with the fireplace, and we get to use that area to run the ductwork.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, this feature's worked out really well because we had some challenges trying to find room to get pipes up with how the house is laid out with no interior walls, really.
Are you kidding? And we don't want bulkheads, so always use cabinets. Now, the return. I wanted to talk about the return.
Yes, so...
Because we're going to get the high wall upstairs.
Right, yeah, I think this was the most challenging part here. Even if we furred the wall out, now that you guys have the LVL strapped into there, we weren't able to get into the wall upstairs.
Right. We need to run everything so we don't just put in bulkheads everywhere and ruin the look. I wanted to talk about the return.
Yes, so...
Because we're going to get the high wall upstairs.
Right, yeah, I think this was the most challenging part here. Even if we furred the wall out, now that you guys have the LVL strapped into there, we weren't able to get into the wall upstairs.
Right. We don't just put in bulkheads everywhere and ruin the look.
Yes, exactly.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, so we've walked through, we found a few options, and we found the best option. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take one off the floor here, we're gonna run it through the chase cavity here, and we've had Sam and the boys frame the wall out here.
Oh, you're gonna build out the outside wall?
Yeah, exactly, so that you can get your proper spray foam behind that, and then we can get a nice high wall return upstairs.
And no bulkheads.
No bulkheads, that's the best part.
Today is all about plumbing and ductwork. Then we'll do electrical. You gotta do it in the right order. And this is the general contractor's job, to work with everyone to create a system and design that we can hide ductwork. It's not hard. We just gotta use our imaginations. If you don't have a design first, everyone just runs the ductwork, and before you know it, there's bulkheads everywhere, and it ruins what you're trying to create. A perfect open concept. Awesome,
Yeah.
Ryan. As usual.
Yeah, we'll get back to it. Thank you.
Back at the suburban basement, Michael is putting in the finishing touches on the escape window. And inside, Katie and I are putting up the wallpaper.
Look at that. Perfect. Yay!
We're in the home stretch at Stokely and Patrick's house, and I feel good, because if you remember walking in here in the first place and seeing all the studs wrong, not square, not level, not installed properly, ductwork,
Some
electrical.
pits by the door.
Completely dangerous.
We demoed it with our bare hands. We didn't need tools.
It's more to me about making sure that we made this house healthy for the people that need to be healthier. Good morning, Jamie. At the end of every job that we do, we bring in Jamie. He's our duct cleaning specialist. Talk about MD, he's like a doctor. So this house, when we first came in, we were all coughing. The air was so bad in the house and the furnace was running almost 24 hours a day just because it was leaking everywhere, especially in the basement. Because this family has got a lot of health issues, we have to go above and beyond for them.
Absolutely, yeah. We have camera equipment for everything. This is our duct cleaning robot. It's got some cameras built onto it, so it gives us a good visual of the duct cleaning while we're doing it. 360 camera.
You sit with a control board, drive through the ductwork, and you can see everything in there. It whips the ductwork, cleans it, vacuums it out.
Absolutely, yeah. It can disinfect everything you need, and then it also has a memory card slot, so I can actually give it to the homeowner so that they know it's been done.
Most people have no idea. The guy goes in, cleans half the ductwork, the rest of it's terrible. Here, you're showing everything throughout the house.
Absolutely. Before and after photos, very important.
Let's bring it in. The lungs of the house are everything, and that is the ductwork. You don't want your lungs cleaning the air. The job of the furnace is to heat it, cool it, keep it clean for you to breathe healthy air. Jamie brought in all the special tools to make sure that the air is clean for this family as we hand them back their home.
And you know when we're bringing in furniture that we're almost done. You don't seem so sure.
I'm nervous!
You ready, Cher?
Are we lifting or what's happening?
One,
Okay.
2, 3.
Move backwards, I'm in something.
Let's pick her up.
Now look, we have 2 bedrooms, 2 beds. They're identical frames. So I thought, why not see who can build this bed faster?
That's funny. Do you guys know about this bed? It boasts being able to be assembled in 4 to 10 minutes, no tools required.
Within 4 to 10 minutes.
The way I see it, we split into 2 teams, and then we see who can build the bed fastest.
And the best.
So is there money on this?
I bet you guys lunch that Michael and I are gonna take it.
All right, go.
Okay, go.
Hold on, it starts in the bedroom.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know what this is.
Why do we not have instructions?
Maybe 3 on this side, 3 on that side, and 2 in the middle. What are you looking at right now? Help me.
Reading instructions. Got it. 3, 3, 3.
Okay, this guy can go there, this guy can go here.
3 minutes.
3 minutes in, guys.
You gotta go further out.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you did it. Amazing.
Take your time. There's no rush. We'd rather it be done right.
These guys go this way.
Yep. Done.
Done.
Are you done? Stop it. Pause it. How'd it go?
Oh my gosh, that was tough.
8 minutes and 16
We're
seconds.
struggling. Okay, so they said what, 4 to 10 minutes?
4 to 10 minutes.
I don't know who can do it in 4, but
Well, you're about to find out.
go.
Good luck.
Bottom line, you guys would love to beat Dad.
Yeah, obviously.
These are the legs.
These are the legs. 3, 6,
No
2.
instructions.
There's no instructions?
Okay, these are the cross braces, I think.
I saw the instructions right away. You had to use your phone to get it. Now they're trying to figure it out.
You think
Maybe
3?
it's the, go like that, maybe.
3.5 minutes.
Other way around.
What do you mean 3 and a half
Don't
minutes?
listen to him,
Okay.
Sherry.
Well, it kind of looks like 3.5.
Let's just square this up a bit.
4.5 minutes.
Away.
Don't listen, don't listen.
He's playing my games with me.
6 minutes.
That's impossible.
Take this middle one out for now. Now we put these in. Done.
They won.
You gotta tell them that?
Yes.
7 minutes, 39 seconds, 0.4. You won.
Can you say that one more time?
You won. What this is about is a family that has health issues, bringing everyone home to help each other. Patrick and Stokely hired a contractor to make a basement apartment for the family. Everything went upside down, inside out, and the contractor actually made the home worse than it was before they even touched it. The one thing that Patrick did properly was stop the contractor from continuing to work, and good for him. Priority number 1 for us was to clean up, rip everything down, make it safe. We fixed the electrical, we fixed the plumbing, we fixed all the studding, we fixed the egress windows, we fixed the fire escape window. We insulate it, we drywalled, we put it back together. Now they have a 2-bedroom apartment that's functional, healthy, and good for family members to move downstairs. Sherry, Michael, and I are very happy to rescue such a wonderful family and give them back a healthy basement apartment.
Good morning, Holmes family.
Are you excited?
Very excited.
Welcome home.
That's how we do it, man.
Yeah. We heard that Patrick is in the hospital. I hope he's okay.
He's having a little problem, so it's better that he stay in and not hurt himself or do anything like that.
We want him healthy and out of the hospital and back home.
We hope so, too.
Our whole goal was to make sure we created a space for you that is healthy and gives you all a space to heal and give you your own privacy.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
All right. Wow.
It is what is supposed to be a fire escape window.
We dug this out, we brought it back to exactly where it needed to be to have a proper escape. We've put a retaining wall all the way around, and we've also topped it off with a railing.
Very nice.
And each egress window was replaced with tempered glass.
Something that the previous contractor forgot to do.
Big time.
You're safe, but it also looks nice.
It looks awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Now, the creme de la creme is that way.
Is that how you say it?
I think it's creme de la creme, isn't it?
Doesn't sound right. Creme de la creme sounds better.
No, it doesn't. I don't know. No, it's wrong. I'm pretty sure.
The real nice stuff is that way.
You got it. All right.
After you.
Thank you. Holy smokes. What the? Holy. Unbelievable. This is crazy.
So starting with a nice little welcome room, TV recessed into the wall, nice color coordination. This is kind of an area that you don't mind sitting there and watching TV.
The frame around it, that's just absolutely gorgeous.
So that's a poplar dowel board.
Wow.
Which we also mirrored in your drop zone.
Holy smokes, this is beautiful.
A little bit different, eh?
Wow. I am blown away. I can't believe what a disaster it was, and now how beautiful and gorgeous it is.
I'm not sure where the last contractor thought he was going to go with this. Nothing was square, nothing was plumb, nothing was level. So this came apart very easily, luckily for us. I mean, moving the sump pit was a little bit more work.
Yes.
Because having the sump pump here was a
oh my goodness.
terrible idea.
It was a total trip hazard. We cut the floor, brought it to the white door over there. That's now the sump pump room, hidden, put away, no longer a tripping hazard. Unlike the last guy, we actually plugged it in.
That's it.
So we have a bedroom right behind you.
Wow. This is beautiful. Wow.
We know you guys are all about giving everyone in the family a space to live, so you got a nice sitting area, a nice bed, closet to put the clothes.
And a closet.
And a closet.
Automatic light.
That is awesome. Wow. Look at the print.
Is this the kind of bedroom you think Mike will really appreciate?
You better appreciate it, or you can just trade with me and take upstairs and I'll come down here.
That's very kind of you.
Yeah, I try, you know.
Very selfless.
Loving brother that I am.
Well, I'm really looking forward to showing you the rest of the place.
I
Michael?
appreciate it.
Stokely?
All right.
Do you guys?
Holy smokes, man. The kitchen is absolutely, wow, gorgeous.
Now this is the type of kitchen you see on a main floor.
I'm blown away, man. After seeing it being gutted and everything the way it was, it just, I thought, I don't know if this can be saved, and look at it. It's just absolutely gorgeous.
The previous contractor left it in such a mess, it's hard to imagine what it could have turned into.
Couldn't see anything. Couldn't see anything.
Our whole goal was to come in here and give this family a space, individually, but also together. And a kitchen downstairs provides that extra independence. That way they're not all on top of each other and they can heal.
Everything was restarted, electrical, plumbing, HVAC, you name it. Air feels what?
Fresh.
The ducts were all cleaned. We made sure that when you guys come back in here, you can breathe easy, you can live easy.
There's no doubt about it.
If it looks good, how good is it behind everything?
Right.
It's amazing. There's the door to upstairs. That whole wall would be fire code with a steel door. So if there was ever a fire, it's reducing the risk for it to go
spreading it, but
upstairs.
also giving you the chance to escape.
There you go. Thank you.
Do you have a laundry room upstairs?
We do.
Well, now you have one down here, too.
Okay. Look at that. Beautiful.
So that keeps the apartment completely separate. Nobody has to go upstairs. Nobody has to come downstairs.
Look, we're family. We know what it's like to get in each other's space too much sometimes. So having a separate space
should hopefully help out with that.
Of course.
We had to finish this renovation properly, providing all of the amenities of an apartment. Laundry room, bathroom.
I think you're gonna like this one.
Double sinks? Come on.
Yeah. We wanted to make sure we gave you double sinks, double mirrors. That way, if there is more than one of you downstairs, you also still have your own section in here. A big enough shower.
Glass enclosure?
Check out your shower head.
Damn. Hey, look at that, the raindrop. Holy.
Isn't that cool?
Wow, this is crazy.
You're never gonna want to get out of there, especially with the tankless hot water heater. You can stay in there if you really wanted to.
Giddy up.
Come on out, and we're gonna look in this door.
I had no idea there was that much room for this. Wow.
This was the garbage dump. This was a mess.
A mess of electrical, a mess of everything. Yeah. Put in a new panel. Everything's been rewired, everything's been done, and now it gives an opportunity to take the space and make it a little office.
Potentially for Patrick, who's been working upstairs in the dining room table. It's really unfortunate that Patrick can't be with us today, but when he gets home from the hospital, he's going to have a great area to help heal him and feel better.
Wow. Look at this wall.
And also, we have a great walk-in closet.
Crazy awesome. Can't believe how much space is down here.
Now you guys don't have to think about it when you're inviting more family to come over when they need a place to stay or they're going through some kind of trauma in life. There's plenty of space for everybody.
Well, help them out.
Who gets this room?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I can see your mom going, you guys stay upstairs. I'm moving down.
That's what I'm thinking, too.
I wouldn't blame her either.
From seeing it being just like a bomb went off in the basement to this beautiful, 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 beautiful home. You can't even put it into words. Just blown away.
We do it right.
You're awesome as always, man. You're awesome.
This is the reason we still do what we do, because on days like today, I feel great about what we've accomplished for this family.
You're awesome. I can't thank the Holmes family enough for coming in and helping us and making our family a little bit more stronger and definitely more healthier. We won the lottery, and Lord knows the lottery looks good downstairs, that's for sure.
With the addition of the newly finished basement, they are now set up to help other members of their family
living together happily and healthy. We're at a turning point at Matt and Sarah's house.
We ready?
Yep.
Careful.
Can you guys come this way?
No. It's not fitting. You have a water problem.
Water's coming all over the place.
Yeah.
There's so much moisture, it could cause surface mold.
I wonder if that's why I'm getting all these breathing issues.
This has affected you?
It has. I was in the hospital for 2 weeks.
A lot of people would think it's totally a foundation problem. It's mainly the grading coming towards the house. I'm surprised you didn't flood like crazy. That's just a recipe for disaster.